From the remote forests of Japan to the rolling hills of Kentucky, here is Bardstown's Hokkaido Japanese Miserana oak barrel finish. Is this worth the hunt? Well, only one way to find out. Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I'm Doc Martinez, and I had help in grabbing the new latest small batch exploration from the Barrels brand Distillery Reserve. Now, my buddy Lokhtar, fellow Texan, reached out to help me get this special release, so thank you, buddy. And of course, if you're not following, make sure you do. I'll leave a link to his below. Well, let's pour some of this out and talk a little bit about this special Distillery Reserve. All right, let's hear this bottle pop. Ooh, that just smells good. Let's pour some out. Always love that sound. Ooh. This Bardstown's Bourbon Hokkaido Japanese Miserana oak barrel finish is a limited release that continues to promise the boundary-pushing whiskeys artfully crafted through exploratory finishes. Now, this Bardstown's Bourbon Hokkaido Japanese Miserana oak barrel finish is a limited release. They aged this bourbon in Hokkaido Miserana oak, and it did it for a long time, and it's an exercise in precision and patience and artistry. After thoughtful blending of the collection of 9 to 18-year-old whiskeys for a balance in depth, the custom whiskey blend spent an extraordinary 28 months finishing in rare Japanese Miserana oak. I'm changing my format of my videos a little bit in an experiment to get more videos out. I'm now going to put the bottle details in the description below. But I will still be giving away samples. This is the way. This is a nice dark amber color. You can see that nice dark color from the aging. It is sticking to this glass. There's not even legs forming. It's coming down very, very slowly in one large thing, but even very slow on that. So it's sticking the glass nicely. That gets me excited. I expect a lot of viscosity on the tongue. Let's go in for the first one, aroma. Ooh, that is sweet. Mizunara finish. You can smell that in there. Has a unique nose to that, but very sweet, very buttery. Oh, that is a nice nose. Nice on the nose. It doesn't overpower. Just a lot of sweetness and that Mizunara oak in there. I'm actually going to give that an 8. Ooh, initial taste flavor. Let's go in for that one. Wow. Initially, a lot of times with that first drink, you don't get to taste everything. Sweet caramel, kind of popcorn keeps popping in my head. And then at the end, you get a little bit of oakiness, a little bit of Mizunara in there, and you're tasting that. Still on the tongue, nice and thick on the tongue. So for that initial flavor, I'm actually going to give that an 8.5. Complexity. How does this evolve on the tongue? That sweetness is there, caramel, butteriness. Some of that oakiness is starting to come through. You're tasting more of that oak. Mizunara is coming through on that as well. A little bit of bitterness in there, but very, very light. But man, this coats the tongue. So we're going to get into that next. But for complexity, 8.5. Mouthfeel, thickness and viscosity on that mouth. Very thick, covers the mouth, covers the tip, the mid, the back of the throat, covers the roof of the mouth. I'm salivating. The oil is there. The oil is on there, very nice. The texture is very velvet, smooth, almost, I keep saying buttery, but it's like a butter on your tongue. It is a nice oil on this. I really like the way it's covering the mouth. So for that, I'm actually going to give that a 9. Finish, how it stays and finishes. Sometimes I get worried when they do, 18 years with 9 years, when they kind of half and do that. But on this, so at the 9 years, it's only 15%. The 15 years whole 40%, 47% in here, and another 14 year at 33. So you're getting a lot of this age and some of this 9, but it's not a big part of it. It's 15%, which is a lot smaller part of it than the overall. The blend is very, very nice in this. I like this blend. I like how it's staying. I like how it's finishing. Even through all that, still on the tongue, still coating, still the roof. My mouth is salivating. Very, very nice, strong finish on this. So I'm actually going to give that a 9. All right, let's go in for one last drink, and then I'll tell you if I would buy again. Oh, this is very nice and sweet. This is a good sipper. This is definitely a good sipper. Would I buy again? So this goes for $99. That's not what I got it for. I got it for a really good price, though. I'm not going to complain. Would I buy this again at $99? I would. I try to have 3 or 4 backups of this. It's such a good pour. I'm really enjoying this. This is something that's special, and I don't say that very often. I like the way this tastes. Lots of flavor to it. Hits the tongue nicely. Just very, very nice over the tongue and a very nice sipper. So would I buy again? Yes. The problem is on secondary, this is probably going to end up being $300 to $500. So for that reason, I'm actually going to give that a 7. Yeah, definitely a really good pour. All right, let's talk about how you can win a sample. Make sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments, what is your favorite Bardstown's whiskey? Right now, this is my favorite Bardstown's whiskey. Also, make sure to add hashtag Hokkaido Mizunara. Now, winners will be chosen from the long form video, so make sure you go watch that on YouTube. Thanks for joining me on another journey down my whiskey rabbit hole, my friends. To our next journey, cheers. And I want to thank everybody who's a Patreon member. All the names are listed here. Thank you for joining the Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus family.